Just coming off low tide, just past 9 a.m. Slept late today. It was a long day yesterday. Long day of just really fascinating, beautiful, for the most part, weather. And a lot of water underneath me, not over me. Beautiful morning. It's Thursday, August 3rd. There's a little bit of smoke in the sky. Otherwise, blue sky, light wind, high pressure system moving offshore. The weather stick is pointing up. I concur. Weather is looking nice today. The feature that we're watching today is a pretty strong storm in southeastern Canada. Looks pretty impressive there on the satellite imagery, and you can see the smoke plume ahead of it in New York and Vermont. So sky is going to get more smoky ahead of that. And our boats here are pointed towards the southwest. So it's a southwest breeze. Wind is air moving from high to low pressure. That high from yesterday is moving off to the east and south. Low pressure to the north. Southwest wind, just enough for sailing. Did a real fun video of sailing yesterday. See in a second. So I want to try and get through the weather quickly. Can I do that? No, I can't do anything quickly. 80 degrees with sunshine today and dew point in the 50s, coming up to 60. And then the tomorrow map. Low pressure to the north. Warm front goes by to the north. Low pressure to the south. Pretty much cutting off the tropical connection, but not completely. So we're going to have a disjointed band of showers and thunderstorms with some severe weather possible tomorrow. Scattered severe thunderstorms. The Euro has really backed off the amount of precipitation. Most of the guidance has really backed off the amount of precipitation, but the Euro still does manage to print out more than 2 inches in Boston. Precipitable water tomorrow does go to 1 to 2 inches across southern New England, so we're going to wring out that 1 to 2 inches and a few thunderstorms really quickly. Most of the day it's not going to be raining, so that threat goes from northwest to southeast as the afternoon goes on, and the front keeps on moving. Low pressure to the south should go away to the south, and high pressure comes in. Not real strong high, but enough for temperatures near 80 this weekend with sunshine returning. Dew point still near 60 on Saturday. Dew point falls into the 50s on Sunday. Could it be 3 magnificent Sundays in a row? That is the forecast for a third Sunday in a row. And then Monday, Tuesday, we talked yesterday about a 989 or so low going across northern New England. Well, guess what? Now it's down to 988 and still deepening, but the track has changed from near Maine to near James Bay, Canada. This is stealing our nerves, making us ready for what's going to happen when this turns into snow season. You'll be looking at a storm one day that looks like it's going to be a rain-snow line near Maine, and now the rain-snow line is up near Canada if this were winter. But this is summer, and that's a powerful low up there, 970-something Hudson Bay next week. And instead of taking off, it kind of stalls there. And there will still be a front coming through with more showers and thunderstorms Monday night and Tuesday. And again, some of us could get 1 to 2 inches. That's a sign of kind of blocking in the atmosphere, and we're in a pretty good block too. So more nice weather comes in the middle of next week with temperatures again low 80s and comfortable humidity. And before the next front looks powerful again next Thursday, Friday. Kind of on that Friday rhythm now with the storms. That's good. Better get them out of here on Saturdays after having so many soaking Saturdays earlier. So it's a more tranquil, but still fairly active summer pattern. And in the tropics, oh my goodness, it was supposed to be Hurricane Emily east of Bermuda. Now, no tropical cyclone activity is expected. That is a huge change to a forecast. So the weather changes and the weather forecast changes all the time. That's why we're here going out the door for weather and more. And boy, do I have a lot more today. Starting the day yesterday at Bass River doing the water test with Charlie and Todd. It was so windy yesterday on Cape Cod in the morning. That was not in the forecast, and neither were those huge cumulus clouds. So I'm going to try and see if I can explain that. Matt Noyes and I were texting back and forth. Sort of chinks in the armor of the high pressure system, I guess we can call it. Happy birthday, Ed, and the crew going out Bass River. Hope that all went well. And then my favorite plan is no plan. I didn't know what I was going to do when I get back to Weymouth, but you'd never guess where I ended up. Right out there, watching you, Kevin, and everyone start the race, and I was right up there. Front row seats for the Wednesday night race. Thank you, Doug Kent, for that. And so here is Bass River, Back River, Fore River, Hingham Bay on August 2nd. Real fun Wednesday. Talk to you tomorrow. Fascinating weather day. Not what they said. You've got that cumulus percolating, and it's still windy, even though the center of the high is almost here. I could be in trouble with some boaters today if this doesn't calm down pretty soon. Look at the Wakefield dock. on this beautiful Tuesday, August 2nd. Otherwise, hard to read in the sun, huh?
Well, I got my sunglasses on.
It's adjusting. Finally, the wind is starting to let up a little bit, but it has been breezy this morning from the north and northwest. Extra push of dry air from the north and a lot of convergence going on in scattered spots. That's looking towards the west, and then you look towards the south. Really interesting sky. I have a feeling on the other side of that cloud there's wind from the southeast, so I think we've got a little frontogenesis happening just on the north side of Nantucket Sound today. There was even a funnel cloud on Nantucket yesterday. Just cold air up in the sky, warm air with some surface convergence. That's what we came up with for the reason for all those clouds on Cape Cod yesterday and the islands, and something on the radar too. Pinnacle of summertime. It's a Wednesday. Lots of boats. This is Bass River, so we've moved south from where we were this morning, almost to Nantucket Sound. You can rent kayaks and stand-up paddle boards. Get a view of a Go Fast boat. Sun Dancer, just coincidentally named as the same as the restaurant right over there. Airing it out right now, giving a little sunshine. Beautiful. Where are the owners of this boat? Having lunch. That's Sun Dancers, no doubt. Collision course. Bumper cars on the water. Just here. Things you can do on Route 28, West Dennis. This is among the funner things. The cloud's just sitting there, it's decaying now. Temperature's really coming up, wind is decreasing. That's the way to the water. Bass River Park, a cooperative project between the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Parkland Acquisition and Renovations for Communities Grant and the Town of Dennis, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs, Dennis Board of Selectmen, Dennis Conservation Commission, Dennis Conservation Trust, Community Preservation Committee, Bass River Park Property Use Committee. Wow, we have a lot of committees. Designer, Stoss Landscape, Urbanism, Contractor, Robert B. Auer, Co. Inc. Wow. But who's allowed to put their boat here, though? That's the question. Feel it coming. How much horsepower you got there? There, nice Spanish. Hey, you're in the wrong lane, bro. Wrong lane. What's your destination? Well, return to this port. I think ultimately is the destination, but here there might be some travel toward the west. Tell us about that convection between Martha's Vineyard and Falmouth. Also some convection between Monomoy Point and Nantucket. Just a fascinating weather day. It's never boring. Look at that. And we have the beginning of a Route 6 cloud all of a sudden. So I think we're going to see the wind shift any minute. Subsidence with the high pressure system, and there's the wispy clouds with the return of a warm front for our Thursday. Full circle here. Single file, Jerry, single file. Anybody we know? There's one straggler still in there. You can do it. Come on. Are those the babies from up on the hill? I don't know. They're just everywhere, aren't they? Making the most of this day, aren't we? Get back to the turkeys in Weymouth. Now looking over at Hingham, over the back river, from Bass River to the back river, where it's very, very low tide. That's what happens when you get a full moon. Dinner time, low tide. Let's go watch the sailboat races. There's the mysterious. That's where I was on Sunday. on Slate Island, and then the grapes are right there on Grape Island, just to the left of the boardwalk. Coastal flood advisory for tonight at midnight. As low as it gets right here will be as high as it gets for the month tonight. Wednesday night, Twilight Series race, up close near the start. Oh, there's a boat sinking. Let's go do a rescue first. Joe Gallagher and his son Liam, I met him on the beach when they graduated high school about 6 weeks ago. Really good kid. All right, it looks like they're either racing or getting prepared.
No, they're getting prepared. There's a sequence of events that occurs, so they're just milling about right now.
Just about starting time, close to 6:40. So what's the strategy here?
Strategy is to win the race.
But it's kind of really low water and a weird wind.
The low water affects certain things, but the wind is everything. And they're going to start, more than likely, going to windward. And then they're going to turn and maybe go in that direction, somewhere downwind. And it all depends on the geography and what the winds are.
So in other words, they're going to head into the wind
to start the race.
Sort of toward Hull.
And that's where the action is at the beginning of the race.
Cool.
There is action.
Thanks for getting us in position to watch
it. You might catch this. That's sort of...
Does that start?
I'm not saying that's the race, but you will see people getting together.
That white ball is the starting line, and the starting line goes between the white ball and the committee boat.
Do they blow a horn or something?
Which is right there. All right, race is on. I don't think that boat's in it.
Not that guy. Those guys.
So that boat's in the lead.
He might have been one of those boats might have been over the line.
How do they know to start?
There is a sequence of timing and flags or horn signals.
So the ones going left, they missed it. Whoops.
So that's the start of the so-called A fleet. They're going up towards Pumpkin Island by the WBZ radio towers.
WBZ radio towers.
Right there, those two twin towers. That's WBZ radio.
We are in pursuit, not of sunset or moonrise, but the sailboat race. There are the leaders over there. Fast as I've ever been on the jet stream. He's just getting out of the way now. So that's the marker. Here comes the spinnaker. Not deploying properly, it doesn't seem. There it goes. Go Black Seal, go Black Seal. There goes the spinnaker. Oh shoot, focus, come on. Darn, sorry about that. Hoist. Beautiful. We're pretty much out of storage and out of memory, so we can't get the finish line, but a very enjoyable Wednesday evening. Thank you so much, Doug, and everybody that's involved with the Twilight Series sailboat racing here on Hingham Bay and the Hull Yacht Club. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.